everyone. We are working on practice sheet number 6. So let's look at this. Number 1 says a family of 6 buys 6 cheeseburgers for each of their family members. Okay, so we have 6 people we're buying for. The cheeseburgers are $2.48 each. The mom buys one large bag of hot Cheetos for $3.59 to share with the family members. What is the total cost of the meal if the tax on the meal is $1.22? So you have to pay some tax on this, okay? So hopefully we know if we are buying cheeseburgers and they cost $2.48 each, we're buying 6 of them, hopefully we know we are multiplying because I have to pay this each time that I purchase one, okay? But the bag of Cheetos, we only have 1 of those, okay? So your job is to multiply this, right? Then we're going to add on $3.59 to whatever you get here. That gives us a subtotal. And then we get our final total by adding on the tax, okay? So we're going to multiply, then add the hot Cheetos, then add the tax. That'll give us our total, okay? Number 2, make that improper. I think we're finally at a point where we're getting better. So again, you're going to do this. I'm going to show you like if I was doing a different problem. So if I had, let's say 7 3/5, okay? I would do Texas. I would multiply. And notice I'm kind of moving up here. 5 times 7, 35, and then 35 plus 3. Okay? That number goes on top of the fraction. By the way, you don't have to copy this. I'm just showing you how to do it. And the bottom number is 5. That's it. That's all you have to do to make this improper. So you go multiply, add, it goes on top, 7 goes on bottom. Okay? Number 3. Same thing, I'm going to show you an example. Some of you are getting better, some of us are not. So, number 3, it says make this a mixed number. So, in this case, we're going to be dividing by 9. So, I'm going to just list my 9s over here. If you don't know your 9s backwards and forwards, this is what you are doing. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you an example. You don't have to copy it, but this is what you're doing, okay? So let's say that I have 19 over 6, okay? I would do 19 divided by 6. You're going to do 55 divided by 9, okay? So 6 into 19. I know that goes 3 times. 6 into 19 goes 3 times. Okay? That's the first number of the answer. Literally. Don't change that position of it. 3 times 6 is 18. Whatever I have left, that number goes on top. So I want a mixed number. So it should not be improper anymore. The 1 would go on top and the 6 would go on bottom. So I want you to follow that as you're doing this one. Okay? Number 4, this is division. In division, remember, we use the triangle. Okay? So I'm going to let you do that. Use the triangle on that. Number 5 and 6, these are add, subtract. So remember, I like us to look at these like integers, right? Same, sum, add, and it's adding to the left. So I'm not going to write it, but in here your answer should be negative. If you're listening, put in the negative sign. Okay, on this one I can't box it right away because I have this double sign here. I want to change that. I never want to keep that. So I'm going to put plus. Okay, so this one, even though I put a plus, it's different, right? Different, difference, subtract. I will give you one little hint. I'm just going to put it to the side. Remember, the 28 should be 28.0, okay? Because when we add or subtract, we line up our decimals. Number 7. The length of a pool at Jamie's house is 7.2 meters. If 1 foot is equal to 0.3 meters, how many feet is the length of Jamie's pool? So, go back to what we learned, okay? I have meters. I have 1 foot is equal to 0.3 meters. That's my rate. 2 numbers with 2 different units, okay? And then how many feet? So these match. So I have meters that match and I have feet, guys. So I would do a proportion. Okay, that's what I would do. Now, when you do this, remember, I will let you know. Well, let me show you how we're setting it up. I would do, I'm going to look here. I would do feet and meters. These numbers should go right here. Okay? Those numbers should go right here. And then I will have 7.2 meters. Okay? And then I'm looking for feet, so that will go right there. Okay? I will tell you, you're going to end up dividing by 0.3, so make sure you move your decimal. Okay? Number 8. This is just a multiply. I'm not even dealing with signs. 12.8 times 3.2. Ignore the decimal until the end. Okay? And please remember on that second row to hold your spot. So here we'll do, I can't speak. Here we will do 2 times 8, 2 times 2, 2 times 1. Then we hold our spot. When we're done with the 2, cross it and put an X. Then 3 times 8, 3 times 2, 3 times 1. Okay? So number 9 says, Cassidy drove 272 miles in 4 hours. What is Cassidy's average speed in miles per hour? Average speed. We haven't really talked about average, even though I know you've learned it before, but this says miles per hour. How many miles? 272 divided by 4. This right here is telling me my question, guys. This is just a unit rate. You want for 1 hour. You divide. That's it. Okay? So, whatever you get, you would put miles per hour. Okay? Okay, so also have an extra problem this week. That way you can get a few extra points. Some of you need that. Number 10, divide, inside, outside, dividend, divisor. You're going to do this, but I'm just getting you started, okay? If I have a decimal here, I move it once, and then I'm going to move that decimal right here. It should be between the numbers. So I should have something here, 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 at least, okay? And I will tell you, I know 4 doesn't go into 2, so I would hold my spot. And now you start doing 4 into 28. If you don't know, list it to the side. I'm going to let you continue that, okay? Okay, last one. Guys, we have been working on triangles, I think, every week. Every week we've had a triangle, so we should be getting better at this, okay? So hopefully you know when it says area, we're going to use our formula chart. Area, triangle, A equals half BH. So I would do half BH, half BH. Okay? So half goes here. B and H are these because it should be forming a right angle. I think probably 50% of you have drawn on your paper at some point. You need to make sure it's half BH, okay? So I don't need that number at all. Now, you can do it two ways. You can multiply these two and then divide by 2. If it were me, I would be doing half of 22, which is 11. Easy number to work with, all ones, and then you need to multiply that. That's what you need to do.